Hey, good morning. Bruce is getting some of his stolen. He has a customer who gives him this German. It's kind of like raisin bread, right? Yeah. And so he's got that. My hair is wet. Sorry. He's got that. He used to get it every year and try to eat it in the car. And I was like, why aren't you like toasting it, heating it up, and putting it in the microwave or something? Putting butter on it and. So now that's how he does it, because I smoked. It is like, let's see, December 9th, 2019. It's going to be 80 degrees easy today unless front comes in. Easy. It's crazy. I was like, what am I going to wear today? And I thought, something cool, because I really don't want to turn my AC on. It feels so stupid to turn your AC on in December, but we live in Texas, so I guess we may be turning the AC on. I don't know. So we're videotaping from my dining room today. I've got to get one light for my china cabinet. Has one light out. And then I have some little project here that I wanted Bruce to make me that he hasn't made me yet. I've got all the parts to it. I mean, it's like ready to go, but he just hasn't gotten to it yet. Shocking. Just imagine. I can't believe it. Anyway, you can see my mismatched chairs and my hair. Look, you can see my parlor light. Isn't that cool? I love that parlor light. It's very cool. So sorry if it's too dark, but it's kind of like, depends on where you go on my video, that whether it's going to be dark or not. Okay, so yesterday I did 2 necropsies on 2 birds. One that was a young little boy that got trampled in his cage, in his grow-out cage, because Bruce accidentally closed in a full-size rooster and didn't realize that he had done that. So it, when I figured it had probably broken its neck or something like that. So when I did the necropsy, it had blood in one lung. So I'm assuming that for some reason it was a trauma thing. Let's see, the other thing. Oh, the other one was his game bird, which we knew she had heart problems shortly after we got her, because when her comb grew in, it was purple. And then if she would get too overdone or, do anything that would make her body tired or something, she would get very tired and we'd have to put her in a cage. So I knew that she probably was going to have, I knew it was going to be heart related. And so when I opened her up, it was definitely heart related. Her heart was white. And I've only run across that 2 other times, one with a very young little bird and one at the very beginning when I first started hatching. I had one little boy who had that. And you can tell, but they don't grow. Oh my gosh, she was heavy. She was like, you could eat, for a bantam, she was like meat bird heavy. I mean, she had, drumstick legs. And I mean, it was crazy how her body actually functioned as well as it did, even though it was so sick. So that was just crazy. I was just amazed at that. But she had, because the heart wasn't producing as well, she had like a lot of fat and stuff inside, and so because the heart wasn't getting rid of all of that stuff. So but yeah, that was pretty crazy. But I kind of knew what I was going to find.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You want to pull up a chair?
You want a drink?
You can push this chair over. It's Rocco. You just dropped your fork. I'm not sure I would use that fork after. I haven't cleaned the floors yet. I did. 2-second rule. I did. See, there's a little bit of crap on the table, and we were able to light our second candle on our Advent wreath last night, which was kind of neat. Yeah. So, just I put like weird stuff. Fables and stuff.
Yeah.
Your hair's wet too.
It is. I took a shower and refreshed my innermost self today.
So he did the Heart of Hope thing yesterday, and he said it went really well.
It did.
He had a really sweet family grandmother with her autistic son at his table, and he said it was neat because we had some of dealt with some of Alex's autism, and Alex is very high functioning, so you can't really tell unless he just seems a little rude. But so anyway, he knew about the whole sensory stuff and whatever, so he was prepared for this little boy because he knew.
I had no idea who I was going to be paired up with for the day, and so said a little prayer, asking to make sure they put me up with the right folks, because this is my first time to go through this, and then when they told me that, I'm like, I can do this. Mm-hmm. So, very, very, very cool kid, 13 years old. Had some bad stuff happen to him when he was young.
Yeah.
So
he came from an abusive home too, because of probably, Alex was a very mild. He didn't talk, but he would disappear. So he's a very mild, real easy baby to raise.
I'm not going to be rude, but I'm going to eat this.
That's fine. Really, I'm eating one. But sometimes, along with Asperger's or whatever, there's a hyperactivity thing that goes along with it. And so if you don't understand it and you're already a person that has issues or abuse or whatever, a baby of 2 years old is probably, with autism, is probably going to be harder to manage. And so I imagine he probably did have some of the abuse from that.
Yeah, if some of the.
But I mean, I hate to talk about somebody. I hate to talk about somebody that.
We don't.
Yeah. But anyway.
But it was really cool, and he was fun to talk with, and he's very electronically inclined. He loves phone
Alex.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool. It was very, very, very cool. So
it was so funny. Alex got his game chair in, and he was putting it together, and it's amazing to me because you'll go in there and he's taking a computer apart. He knows nothing about the computer, but he's online. He's got all the parts all out, and I'm like, "What you doing?" "I'm fixing my computer." "Okay." And
oh, yeah.
You go, boy.
He's good. He's good with that. So
he's pretty neat kid.
So you ever talked about your necropsies from yesterday?
Yeah. Yep. Those were
last piece.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I have several pieces left, so. But yeah, I was talking about that. And then we have, we every time we clean the totes, that we put totes. We put the birds in totes and clean the totes out, and we're like, all right, now we only have 4 birds in the house. And then all of a sudden,
somebody gets sick or something.
Come back in. I'm like, this one's underweight, so I'm gonna take it in. He's like, man, I'm like, I don't want them to die. They're underweight. So obviously they're not getting to eat for some reason. There's other birds in there that are too big, and so whatever. So yeah, so I brought in 2 little ones yesterday, and he was like, man, I was like, nah, I don't want them to die. And one is a girl, so let's at least save the girls. I save them all, but try to.
Right.
But when they're growing out, and you have it's a grow out cage that has like 4 in it, I guess, and one little one, and then another grow out cage that has like 5 and one little one, and it's like, and the one that has like 5 in it, a lot of them are boys. So I had to, I was kind of like, well, that's probably why she's not getting to eat, because and so I put her in that thing, and man, she just went straight for it and chowed down. I was like, see,
that's what they gotta be.
Sometimes they just won't let them eat.
No. I hate that when they do that. And then when you finally put them in a thing, they go like crazy.
Yeah, and you're like, well, there's no reason for this animal to be this beautiful little bird to look so puny, and and you don't half the time you don't know until you pick them up. You have to pick up all the birds to see that they're okay, because if you don't, sometimes you're gonna miss it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I let them all out this morning. I went out there and I pulled up the tarp for the pop-pops, which are the quail. But I sit there and I go, good morning, and then they go, pop, 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 pop. They're like little frogs. They get like really excited, and they're like, pop, pop. They get all like,
frogs is what I was
thinking. So much fun. So I call them pop-pops because they look like little popcorns that are like ready to go. They're like, why did we not raise quail before this? This was so fun.
I have no idea.
Yes, you do. No, I asked you last year, and you said not this year, honey.
Oh, I guess I did.
But then this year came along, you said no, and I was like, you promised me last year.
So they're there, and they're not a nuisance. They're not any trouble. And
they're not a lot. They're not a huge amount of work.
I want to see what we can do with the delicacy of the eggs.
I know. I'm probably going to hate the eggs and be like, oh, well, we'll sell them all.
Oh, that's my.
They sell for $5 a dozen.
Yes, they do.
Here. $5 a dozen.
So I'm going to do what I can to see.
Sorry, I'm shaking the camera. But yeah, they sell for $5 a dozen. And I think it's like half. The males are really pretty little.
They are.
I wanted to give Bruce Landon some I said, well, I'm going to give you the males so you can process them and eat them. I'm not going to process and eat my birds. And he's like, okay, well, can you process them first? I'm like, no, that defeats. Well, you'll have to let me know, and I'll just have to do it there. And I'm like, no, just take them home. And he's like, no, because then I'll like them. I'll fall in love with them, and then I won't process them. And I said, okay.
However that works.
They're fun. You might enjoy them.
Yeah, might enjoy a bunch of quails.
Little pop-pops.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Also on today's Texas 46 Radio, Bruce and Shannon Farm Report. I'm delivering eggs today. Lots of fridge full of eggs.
He posted the fridge full of eggs. It's so funny. He will use anything to collect eggs. And I save our coffee, our Folgers things, to collect eggs. And we collect the eggs. And we put them in the refrigerator dirty. And then when they're nice and chilled, before they go out, that's when we wash them. Because they have a protective bloom on them, and so the protective bloom makes them last longer. And when the egg is cold and then you wash it with hot water, it won't pull in. But when the egg is warm and you wash it with cooler water, the egg will pull in. It'll pull bacteria in. Yeah. So we wash our eggs when they're cold, so that, and put them in the cartons, and send them off.
Yeah, so they're pretty much.
So all of the, so he has a bunch of washed ones. He washed like 440 eggs. Yep. And so the refrigerator is like half full of cartons of eggs.
Well, I'm like, I felt like it's to the point where I didn't even put them in the dozen containers anymore. I just put them in the dozen and a half, and I'll separate them out when I'm ready to go.
Yeah, so. And so it's kind of like, okay, ready to go, honey, let's go. And so but it's so funny because he takes this picture of the thing, and the duck eggs are hard to wash. You have to like scrub them because they have like a wax coating on them, and so they're really hard to wash. They're really hard to get snow white because they're duck eggs, and so they're coated in this just crazy wax. It just depends on the duck whether the egg is going to be super white and not, super white. So when you have to scrub them with like a scrub pad and soap and like really scrub them. And he hates doing that because they're hard to do, because you get them washed and you think they're washed and you're like, crap, and then you have to scrub them again. And so then I OCD the scrubbing and, oil them and all that kind of stuff.
Polisher.
And so he always leaves, I need like a Dremel and a buffing pad. That would actually work.
No.
The buffing pad would. So he leaves the duck eggs to the last, and if you look on the picture, there's he's got any kind of container, it's like a water bowl from in the, a water bowl, water dish for the pets that went through the dishwasher. So he's like, well, it's clean. And I'm like, no, you don't use that for eggs. The eggs are dirty. I haven't been washed anyway. But
yeah, the eggs some of them have, obviously.
Mud and, duck eggs are, because they just lay them anywhere.
They're messy.
They lay them anywhere. I would like to just put straw and stuff in their enclosure. And I don't know, but gosh, it's hard to keep their pen clean.
It's hard to keep their pen clean. I wanted to put concrete in there and then scrape it.
And then let's see if the duck eggs survive.
Then we can put some hay.
And then we can put some baskets and hay. And then we can spray it out. Okay, please get that because I don't want to. I got it yesterday.
Okay, I will do it.
Mary's like, there's always sounds like animals in the background. I'm like, that's because there's animals in the background.
A lot of animals.
There's a crowing Scuttles, who is our alarm clock in the morning, which is really neat because he doesn't go to bed till later because he's in the house in a cage, the Rhineck one, and so his alarm clock he goes off at 7:30. Whoa! Hi, Gracie. Don't eat my stuff, please. Good morning. Get down. All right, Dad. Take it. Go. Okay. Good morning. I love you. Okay. Can you go now, please? Okay. She has to tell me good morning, but he still hasn't let her out. She's still in there. Anyway, so what was I talking about? I don't know. Do what? The dog. I know she would be a very good dog if I would train her. I haven't done that yet. Okay, so yeah, eggs. So those are going, and we're starting to get a lot of eggs now. I have a naked neck in with a bunch of frizzles, and so I have a green naked neck frizzle egg. So now the chances of it coming out naked neck frizzle are, it might just come out a bird. But it has both the genetics because the father is naked neck and the mother is I think the blue frizzle that's in there, and an Easter egger. So that's kind of cool. I mean, an Easter egger meaning a green egg, olive egger. She's an olive egger. Anyway, so I've got that sitting on the thing, and I'm like, I'm gonna see if I can collect a few of those and ask somebody if they want them. And anyway, then Megan's hatching one, so she's my test subject. She's gonna hatch one and see what it looks like. Let's see what else. I had a really good day yesterday, really productive day. I did not nap, but my day went way too long.
It went way longer than it should have.
Way. I did not sit down until 11 o'clock. And that should not happen. I mean, I sat down to eat pizza with him for 30 minutes, and that was it. That was all I sat down for the day. So it went too long. But I'm hoping today is another one of those days where I don't have to nap. I'm praying about it. Please.
Productive and
because
not,
I cleaned things in the kitchen. I cleared things. I put things away. I got a lot of things in the house organized, and I have a lot to do yet. And so I would really like to.
Yes, and then I came home, Mr. and then unorganization just in person right here. Just come right in.
I did move a few of your things, but most of the stuff I moved was mine. So yeah, you're not. Yeah, but I don't go to your side of the bed and stuff. So, oh, and then I'm like trying to get creative with I'm like, okay, I never get to wear any of my jewelry, so I'm gonna go find my jewelry that I like that I don't get to wear, and I'm gonna go get that, put that on, and then so I've got jewelry on. I've got this one is not gonna last very long. This my son gave me, but it's the the little elastic or whatever it is that keeps it elastic is going out. So
well, it will go out when it does.
Yeah.
A lot of nice jewelry on this morning, I see.
This is a necklace, but it chokes me. It's like a choker, but it chokes me.
Yeah, choker around that way. Jeez. So it's kind of a morning outside today. Got a message from Jeff Johnson today. He's up said it's 6:30 my time, which is 2 hours behind what we were, and says he's up in Oregon.
Is he?
He says it's cold and
he has this little stuffed animal dog in his car. It's like ready to go.
Okay.
Yes,
so they.
Yeah, I think he's doing that with his brother.
Oh, I didn't even ask him.
Or something. I don't know. I thought that. I don't know. I don't know who because he's been kind of putting all of his wife and dog passed away in a house fire. Yeah. So I think this is neat that he's doing this.
Yeah,
he's kind of taking a trip to
do some things, and I didn't know that he was doing anything.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Oh yeah, he's been posting it. It's funny. I do not watch my social media very much. I don't get on Facebook very much. I post my videos and I do a few things, but like I had emails I had not checked. I had but there's certain people that I see their stuff and I don't know. And so I've seen a lot of his stuff come through.
Yeah, but it's all in the algorithms.
It's all in the algorithms.
The more
it really
stuff
is.
you like,
I
the
guess
more times you like somebody's stuff.
Yeah.
If you want to see some more of their posts or whatever, you like.
Well, yeah, stuff. I get to see I get to see the people that that I really. A lot of people say, "Oh, social media." Then those people that are on Facebook, they're not your friends. Yes, they are.
Yeah. Not
all of the people that are on my thing, but on my profile. But yes, they are. They are my friends. I mean, they're my family, my cousins. It is how I keep up with my family, because I have family that lives all over the place. Yeah. And it's how I get to see pictures of their children and all that kind of stuff. And then people that I have known through my whole life, through school and whatever, I get to keep up with all those people. So yeah, it is. It's awesome. It's so much better than before. I wouldn't have kept up with anybody. There's people on there that I would not know anything about.
I know.
And they were my best friends, but they had to move to, North Carolina or something. Yeah. So
I've seen a lot of folks on there that you haven't seen and that you're friends with, but then all of a sudden they pop up on Facebook 25, 30 years later.
Yes, but I mean, some of them, they're like, were your really, really good friends. Yeah. And you're like, you wouldn't have known. I mean, you wouldn't have known how many children they had. You wouldn't know.
No, that's right. Exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, so
cool.
I really like
it's got its plus. It's got its pros and cons.
Yeah. And we don't keep up with the news. Because it seems like every time we turn anything on, it's about impeaching the president. And I think that's just...
I'm just bored with it.
Yeah, I'm bored with it too. I'm like, he should be doing... y'all should leave him alone and let him do his job. He only has
a year.
1 year left. Come on.
Left, and then it's just going to start.
And it's not even a full year. I mean, he's going to spend most of the year running for the next year. And, and... So, I mean, it's kind of like, leave him alone and just let him finish his job. And then if you don't like him, vote him out next year. I mean, it's just a year left. This is just a waste of time, energy, and money. It's just crazy.
And it doesn't matter because whoever wins next year, the opposite party is going to try to do whatever.
Impeach that person, yeah. Because I mean, it's every year,
it's just a grudge thing.
Yeah, but it makes
stupid.
no sense to do that when this is our country needs to be led. Our presidents, whoever the president is at the time, needs to be able to focus on our country, not having to defend himself every 5 minutes. And so it's kind of, it aggravates the crap out of me because we need to have someone leading us. We need, the Senate and Congress need to be focusing on our country, not impeaching. I'm like, look, I can only focus on so many things. I can either do a good job with the chickens, or I can slack off on that and do a good job here. I can do a good job outside, or I can do a good job inside. But I can't do both. And so if you've got all of these senators and congressmen and, all of these people who are in our leadership circle who are just focusing on impeaching the president and talking about him, where's all their energy is going into that instead of trying to make a difference in our country and do better? That just aggravates me to no end. It's such a waste of time and money and energy and Sorry. Whether you like Trump or not, that's up to you. I mean, I don't care. I feel like anytime we have, I'm sorry.
No, I guess we've never really had a chance to see what the president could do.
Well, we haven't because they're always trying to impeach them.
And if he does, I guess whoever the president is, if they do something good, you hear about it just a
You don't
second.
hear about it.
You may hear about it in passing.
You don't hear about it. The only reason I know some of the things that he's done that have been really good is because I follow him on Facebook. But whether I like him or not, or would have voted for him or not, I didn't vote because I didn't really like any of the choices. And so it was kind of like, I'm going to let other people who have researched more of the things, make the decision because I'm not going to. I'm sorry, but I don't think you should just vote just to vote. I think you should vote with information. And so if you don't have enough information, I think you should leave it to those that do. Yeah. But there's a lot of people who are like, no, you have to vote Democrat. You have to vote Republican. And, that's their, whatever they want to do.
Like you're saying, forcing people to vote for
who have no idea who the person is. They're just going to vote for the person whose name they've heard the most. It's like, well, so like, Trump would have been a win. But, whether he once they're voted into office, I feel like you respect our president. Yeah. You just do. You respect the president. If you don't like him, you vote him out the next term. That's it. And impeachable things. I mean, I'm sorry, but there's I don't know. I don't know. We have to work this hard to try to figure things out.
If they spend as much time doing things that'll help the economy and help the people, and
that's where the time should be going. That's where the time and the money should be going. The amount of money that they are spending on this stuff, I think, would have
bought me dinner.
It would have probably saved a lot of people from being homeless. Mm. It probably would have helped a lot of people on the border that are, especially all of the agents who are doing all the work that they're doing. I mean, that money should have gone to the things that are needed so that children are taken care of and families are not.
All you do is pray for them and hopefully make the right decisions.
And there you go.
So that was a nice little run there.
My nice little rant. Your hair's wet.
Yes, it is.
Did you comb it? Yes, you did. I watched. I saw you.
Yes,
did you still have your little?
I still got them.
Your Dr. Seuss curls.
I got them right there.
There's Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss.
Someone watched this video and decided it's too boring, and then we'll have to do another one.
No, we're good. We don't get.
I always watch them to see.
Because we don't get redos in the morning. You do something, and it is what it is.
I know, but I don't want to give somebody a boring morning. Don't do that.
It helps.
Oh, no, germs.
Oh.
I'm
You
like,
need some
he has a
iodine?
cough, and last time he gave me his cough, so I'm like scared of him. Even though I'm coughing too, and I know it's probably just the cedar, but I'm still scared of him.
But so how did Lucy say it?
What?
I need some, I'm kissed by a dog. I need some.
I need some iodine. I need some.
Yeah, that's my iodine on there.
I've got dog germs.
Get germs. So I hope you guys have a great. I hope you guys have a great day. What you said, the weather's supposed to be kind of warm today.
I don't know. Go ask Alexa what the weather's gonna be like, or go look at your phone or something.
Alexa, what's the weather like for today? I guess
Nobody's answering.
Neither one of them could decide which.
Nobody's answering. Here, wait. Hold on.
You have one on here?
I have one on the computer.
Then. Let's find out.
Let's see if she'll talk.
Let's see if she'll talk.
Oh wait.
Okay.
Not right now.
Oh.
Oh, I have to give you permission? Alexa. What's the weather today?
It doesn't recognize you.
It's not going to let me. It's not going to let me because... Okay, here, let me try it again. Sure. What's the weather for today? No, that's not what I asked. That is not what I asked. Oh, heavens. Okay, let's give it another try. What is the weather for today in New Braunfels, Texas?
Texas. With a high of 79 and a low of 44. Right now, it's cloudy and 67. There's also a dense fog advisory in effect until now.
Okay. So basically, we're going to be looking at some.
So is that?
It's coming in today at some point.
Yeah. So that's Cortana. That's not him.
But they sound the same.
Hmm?
They have the same voice, don't they?
Well, I'm sure everything's linked. Oh.
Don't know.
But anyway, we got our weather for the day. I don't know that hurt it. Did it? Do you think that hurt it? The video? We know that Macy's is trading up, though.
Yeah, we do know that, and that's good. That's a good thing for those of you that do anything with Macy's. That's a little bit out of our price range.
How did you get that out of what I said? Go figure.
I don't know. Is that cursor going to be up there by your nose too, or not?
Mm-hmm. No.
It doesn't. Okay.
No, but it won't. It probably won't show that. But the voice, I wonder if it'll hear it.
Oh. Ooh, well,
so I'll have to play it.
See that
I've got my smart coffee. And no creamer. So I put butter in my coffee.
How is it?
It's okay. That smart coffee makes it a little better taste.
Good. Well, I noticed a little more intelligence coming out of your mouth this morning too.
On my ears?
It's working. It's working. It doesn't work for me. That's why I don't take it.
So he's drinking his green juice.
I'm drinking my unsmart juice this morning.
His unsmart juice. He's drinking that green Bolthouse Farm green juice it's got all the good stuff in it.
And a little orange juice mixed in with it.
This is my last bite, and then I have to wait a year.
You have to wait a whole year.
Unless we go to World Market.
There it is. Oh, boy. That was good.
I kind of want to get that one that Scott got, that plum pudding, whatever, where you put the alcohol and you set it on fire.
Oh, maybe so.
That sounds neat.
Well, we have a liquor.
Like what they did on the Scrooge.
Oh.
Remember?
Yeah.
Tiny Tim and all of them. They're all like waiting.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it's only on some versions, so maybe I don't know.
I know.
Anyway, what were you going to say?
We have a liquor cake as well. Liquor we're going to have for Christmas.
We can cover that one in liquor and set it on fire.
I think it already has liquor on it.
Yeah, but it's probably been cooked in it, so it's not actually got liquor in it. Well, it has liquor in it. It has the taste of liquor. And that's the only thing I don't like is the taste of liquor.
Well, no,
I actually like the feel of liquor, not the taste of liquor.
Of course. I like what it does for you. So we'll
I
have.
like the buzz,
so
but not the
we're
taste.
saving it for Christmas. It's when the boys are here. Everybody can
try the liquor cake.
Yeah, because it was a new gift this year.
Yeah, she gave us these really cool cookies.
She gives me these things that she knows that I'm not going to eat in the car. That I'm going to
because you're going to take them home and share them with your wife
and with everybody. Yes. Yeah, because she got too much wind for me the last time. I said, well, only half of it made it home.
Oh, and then she probably gets upset with him.
Yeah.
Oh, Bruce.
Oh. Well,
I love his older customers.
He's one of these things that just off the wall here. So I put up she helps me put up the Christmas lights now, so she can go up there and talk and stuff. So I had my stapler on top of the little step ladder, and I walked around to cut the timer on, and we were done. So I guess she decides to move the ladder, and
with the stapler.
And the stapler was so I heard the stapler hit the ground, and I'm going like, I know it hit her on the head.
Oh no!
So I walk around the corner and I said, she's not doing anything. I go like, did that stapler hit you on the head? She says, oh yes.
Aww.
I didn't even realize it was up there. Of course, fortunately, it didn't have far to fall. But that's why
that makes me feel awful.
That's why I move all the stuff.
I'm like, go touch it.
Don't move the ladder.
Don't leave the stable. Okay, well, see, when he feeds birds, there's cups everywhere. So you have to go find cups everywhere. All over the yard. Cups. And then all of a sudden you go to feed the birds and you're like, there's no cups in here. Where are the cups?
Now it's the pitchers. Now I've tried to find I have like 5 pitchers, but I can only find 1 or 2 at one time.
Well, I have the others hidden because otherwise you'll use them all. No, you have like 3 of them out there.
Yeah, I'm going to find. No, I've only got.
Whatever you took, and then you told me to store the others. That's what I have.
That's what it is.
Yeah, so there's a few in the thing, but
all right.
If I give you all of them, they're just gonna be all over the world.
Well,
it's gonna be cup land, cup and pitcher land.
Staging areas.
And then you walk out there, and it's like, oh my God, I feel like I live in a trailer park with a bunch of trash and. Dun, 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 dun.
And there were big HBO shows. There were people with trailers and things.
Well, there's nothing wrong with living in a trailer.
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
My dad lives in a trailer.
Yeah. No.
There's nothing wrong with living in a trailer, and there's nothing wrong with having a junkyard.
Yeah, Sanford's made killing off.
I know.
Actually,
I would love to walk through someone's junkyard.
Right. I never saw any business over at Sanford & Sons ever.
That's because he was always going ahead.
Elizabeth, I'm coming.
And making fun of his sister-in-law.
They probably have no idea who we're talking about.
Sanford & Son. Look it up. YouTube it.
Look it up on YouTube. That's right.
Sanford & Son. Funniest show when we were little. It was the funniest show.
It was good.
But I love junkyards. I love going through stuff like that. That's fun for me. In fact, Goodwill is like my most favorite place to go.
So when do you do a trip to Goodwill? Whenever
you have $100 for me to blow. Well, actually, last time was like $150. So whenever you have $150 for me to blow.
Well, let's just say if they didn't have
in like 3 hours.
I thought you have to give you $10.
No. That's not going to work.
No.
10 hours, $10. Oh, God. No.
$10 for 10 hours?
The rest. No, I'm not leaving this house for $10. You got to pay me better than that, baby.
We talked about that.
You got to pay me better than that, baby. I'm like,
I got $100. What did I get you? I'll get you a trip to Goodwill.
He wants me to go shopping. He wants me to get out of the house and do some things that I love, but you have to have money. I mean, like, what do you do? Walk around just in circles?
I do.
Walk around, look at stuff, and then just buy nothing? Yes, but you do it in 5 minutes. You go in, you look at the jeans. 5 minutes later, you come out, and you're like, done.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, there went my day. I'm not leaving the house for 5 minutes.
No. People start telling me, why does that guy he just walks around with jeans all afternoon?
He walks around, looks at the jeans, and he's done. He says, and I say, you know, did you find anything? He goes, no, and there's nothing here for me. And then I'll go and I'll find, you know, a George Strait shirt.
I don't look at the shirts very much because there's only ever these shirts there.
You're a guy. You're supposed to just look through all of the guy stuff.
That's where this one came from.
Everything, like half of your cool stuff came from there.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, and that one might. Yes, that one did come from
yes,
there.
it did. And my latest George Strait shirt came from there.
Yes, you have a lot of stuff that came from
Yeah.
there. I love.
It's a good place to go.
100%.
So
I love going there, but you have to have $100 and some for me to, because otherwise I'm not gonna have any fun. Because I mean, I find really good deals, and so, but I want to have fun. I don't want to just like not do. I don't want to just wander around like $10. I'll just buy like cups, 10 cups,
couple of plates.
Yeah. No, I like to go through the linens and buy.
So
like,
if Alex was here and heard you say, I'd buy like 10 cups, he'd be going like, no!
He's like, Mom, don't buy any more coffee
No more cups.
But I use all of them depending on my mood.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. And depending on how much space I need. I know, isn't that dog annoying? It really is annoying. Wouldn't you eat him if there was a famine? Wouldn't he be the first thing you ate?
Put him on that little stick.
Seriously.
I
would like, I could, you know, skewer him. Just like, no,
I could not do that.
I love that dog. Oh, yeah. But see, this is why I complain about his Chihuahua. This is why. I have good reason. I better be careful. I don't want to swing and hurt someone. I'm trying to get creative with my clothes. Trying to wear stuff that in my closet that I don't. So I'm trying to have fun with stuff. Since I don't leave the house, I've decided I'm going to just have fun with what I have for, you know, the videos and whatever. And then wear it. And, you know, just not wear any of my, like, super, super good stuff.
Yeah. I think it all looks great. Great ideas.
So I'm going to keep doing that. And then it's giving me ideas on altered clothing things, too, that I you know, just got to get the house organized. I just got to get myself organized. And once I get myself organized and stuff, then I'll be good to go. Now, I did, this was my biggest loss recently. So my friend Becky, she gave me this, and it's one of those picture frame things. And inside this one, there is this really neat set of pictures of me and my grandpa, you know, me and as a baby, all kinds of like really neat ones that I picked specifically and put on here. The thing is done. It crapped out on me, and so now those pictures are stuck in there. I have to. And so for me to,
Better take it apart.
I don't think there's like a hard drive you can take out of it.
I don't think there is. How did you put them in there in the first place?
With a drive, with a
USB.
With a stick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So now I have to find all those pictures again and then put them on another unit of some sort. And I'm like, they have an Alexa show. I wonder if that does the same thing. I don't know.
Maybe.
It might.
Maybe.
But, you know, I'd have to buy it after Christmas when it's on sale for $45 or something. With my Christmas money.
Yeah.
I don't get Christmas money anymore.
No, nobody gets Christmas money anymore. No adults get Christmas money anymore.
No, nobody gets any money at all anymore. I get eggs. Lots of eggs.
I'm sure.
Just trade eggs to go to Best Buy and say, can I trade you some eggs for
this picture, electronic picture
an Echo
frame?
show? Huh?
No, but security.
No.
A little bit as you go sit in this room over here for a long discussion.
I should like braid your hair. Here, will we braid your hair? So okay, you have the screen. What do you want to talk about? No drooling.
Okay. So, this is a tutorial here on hair braiding for men, because whenever I've asked men who braids their hair, no one ever says I did.
Long hair.
Yeah, nobody ever says I did. So the girlfriends or the wives or whatever, they're the ones that braid the hair. So Shannon always does a great job of braiding my hair.
Shannon doesn't do it very often.
Yeah, but I never asked you to braid it. Now the one time that you
Oh
did,
my God! But see, Hank's gonna give you a heck of a time if he sees you with braided hair. If you deliver eggs to him today.
That's all right. Today's is cool.
Shannon said you were gonna give me a hard time.
Now just think if I had the do you want to turn to the side a little bit so they can see?
No, I'm like, I'm trying to tie because I know you're gonna be like, I'm gonna redo this.
Okay.
Because I know you're gonna be like, this one's tickling my ear, so I'll redo it so that it.
The time that you
all of the pieces.
The time that you did the last Kingdom braids was great. Some rows of braids right there. Oh, and it was really cool.
We were in the chicken yard and we were.
And she wouldn't
just
let me.
Fun.
She really wouldn't let me go out. But I would have.
Yes, you would have, and people would have made fun of you. What are you trying to look like? What is that guy trying to look like? That's weird. That's just weird.
But I say,
boy, that's lost. He's just lost.
It'll be just fine.
It'll be
Winter is coming.
Winter's coming. Winter is coming.
And they would have understood.
Just
He's doing that. He's doing one of those things. Okay, all right. He'll be all right.
Winter's coming. That's from
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
But,
see, we have like up to season 7 Game of Thrones. We could watch Game of Thrones for hours. Mm-hmm. We don't have hours to watch Game of Thrones.
But I'm going to have braids here in just a minute, and then I will wear the braids through the day. That it beats a ponytail any day. A braided tail. Just to take up that extra 5 or 6 minutes that we've got here on the thing that's left. You see
the braids. You really need one of those tiny rubber band thingies, though. Those are all in your closet.
I don't know.
Your dresser.
Oh, is that right?
This is the light colored one, so you're gonna see it. Some feathers in your hair.
Oh.
You can be an Indian. You are part Indian.
I am. So you could put a.
You wouldn't be making fun of Indians.
I would not. The Native Americans, because I am one.
Partially.
Kind of. Partially. All right. So let's. Should we get a view of the
braid? Ta-da!
There we go. There we are. See, I can play along with the best of them. So I enjoy the being pampered and everything like that.
Oh my gosh, we're at 47 minutes.
We are, and it's. I'm gonna say. Christopher.
What's that mean?
Well, that was, remember Jim Carrey when he did that. Oh, Christopher.
Oh. The Grinch.
Okay. So I'm going to be delivering some eggs.
Kiss it, Whoville. Kiss it. Nobody understood what you said. I thought you were saying it in German. I was like, what's that mean?
What?
Kiss the Whoville.
Kiss it.
Kiss the Whoville mean. Okay, we're just, wasting your time. Okay, 48 minutes you can't get back.
Yes,
on the 9th day of December. Ugh, Christmas going too fast. 9th day of December. Hopefully, we don't have all our Christmas shopping done.
Well, we'll discuss.
So we're gonna have to do some of that. That's figure out what we're gonna do today, and a lot of other things. God, things that I don't want to do today. But okay, talk about how much money we have to see him. Buying Christmas gifts.
Here's a card.
Here's
Here's another one. 2.5% or 14.9% interest.
This one's got $3 on it. Okay, so you guys have an awesome day, and we'll probably see you tomorrow. Hopefully, it'll be a funnier than today. Today was kind of mild, but I'll watch it and make sure that it's okay. Otherwise, I'll just clip part off of it.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.